Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and for this video, I would like to cover some news and information regarding Call of Duty World War II, because for those that don't know, tomorrow on May 23rd at 3 p.m. Pacific, there is going to be a Q&A live stream over on the official Call of Duty Facebook page. There's a link to that down there in the description, where Sledgehammer Games is going to be answering our questions regarding Call of Duty World War II. I'm very excited for this. I'm hoping we get to learn a little bit about the game, a little bit more about the multiplayer, but if you guys have work, if you have school, if you have a prior commitment of some kind, fear not, because I will be watching the live stream, I will be recording it, and I will be doing a video covering all the news and information that we are going to be able to learn from that particular live stream. But it is going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific, which is a bit later than usual. Like, if you guys have been following Call of Duty news for a long time, you know whenever they do these Facebook live streams, it's always at like 9 or 10 in the morning for some reason. I have no idea why. Whereas this time, it's a bit later on in the day, more people are going to be able to watch it. But if you can't, if you're going to miss it, check out my channel tomorrow night. There will be a video up covering all the news and information. It's worth noting that during these short Facebook live streams that Call of Duty does from time to time, they typically use these as an avenue for them to casually announce something or address concerns. So a good example of this would be last year. Remember Infinity Ward did a 20-minute long live stream where they answered a couple of questions, and then at the end of it, they ended up giving like this speech acknowledging all the hate for Infinite Warfare and just pleaded to the community to just give the game a chance. Well, we may see something like that tomorrow, but everybody seems psyched for World War II, so we're probably not going to be seeing like a plea for, you know, help or anything like that, but rather we're going to be seeing them actually probably announcing something casually. What could they possibly be announcing? Well, the rumor going around right now, and I want to hammer that home, this is only a rumor, but a lot of people are thinking that Call of Duty World War II is going to be releasing for the Nintendo Switch alongside the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, as well as the PC. People are thinking this for a couple of reasons. Number one, and most notably, if you go to the official Call of Duty website and either sign in or make an account, you now have the ability to link your Nintendo account, which is a feature that has been removed from the series ever since Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The last time we were actually able to do this was during Call of Duty Ghost, which was the last Call of Duty game to be used on a Nintendo system, but that of course came out for the Wii U. Well, they basically removed this feature. It's been gone ever since Advanced Warfare. Now suddenly it's back, so that has a lot of people, myself included, thinking, yeah, Call of Duty World War II is going to come out for the Nintendo Switch. The other bit of evidence that we have would of course be this image that was tweeted out by Benix. Now, Benix, for those that don't know, is a development team that works on a bunch of side projects for Call of Duty, and most recently, or at least most notably, they worked on the Black Ops 3, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3 ports. So if you could just put two and two together here, again, nothing has been confirmed, it's all rumor, it would appear that they are going to be releasing Call of Duty World War II for the Nintendo Switch, but it's not going to be developed by Sledgehammer, it's going to be ported over by Benix, which is, it could be good or bad. I can see why people would be against something like this happening, but I do have a counterpoint. If they do decide to release Call of Duty World War II for the Nintendo Switch, it's not going to hurt the game in any way, because Sledgehammer is not going to be working on the game. It's going to be Benix. It's not going to be taking development time away from the game or anything like that. It's just going to be a side thing pretty much that gives Nintendo fans the option to play Call of Duty if they so choose. If it turns out terribly, like the ports for Black Ops 3, then it turns out terribly, and people are going to see that, and then people can make an informed decision as to whether or not they actually want to purchase the game. It puts choice in the hand of the consumer. They now have an option. Regardless of whether or not the game is good, it at least gives fans an option to play if they so choose. And if you look at it that way, I don't really see it as a bad thing, but I have to wonder, is the Nintendo Switch good enough for a game like Call of Duty? Now, this is where I kind of come off as like an elitist, but I'm really not trying to. I am just so ignorant on the subject, it's hard for me to really speak on it because I'm not a Nintendo fan. I don't own Nintendo systems. I have owned Game Boys and 3DSs in my life. I play Pokemon. That is like the only Nintendo game I've ever actually played. I've never owned anything like that growing up. I had a Sega Genesis and PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and so on and so forth. I never owned a Nintendo system. So please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about any of this. I did the best research I could, but it appears from the information I'm receiving online that Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Switch runs at 720p 30 if you have it undocked, like you're using it handheld, and I think it's like 900p 30 if you actually have it docked, i.e. like connect to your television. And actually maybe a higher frame rate once it's docked. I'm not entirely sure, but still, that's not very good for a game like Breath of the Wild. Call of Duty is well known for being 60 frames per second, so to achieve that, are they going to have to severely lower the graphics of the game to actually make it work for the Nintendo Switch? Are they going to have to make it look nearly as bad as what we saw with Black Ops 3 when they ported over that game to the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3? I wonder. I really have no idea. So if you guys have any insight on that, please feel free to let me know down there in the comment section below. I'm just making the prediction that tomorrow we may actually be getting an announcement regarding the Nintendo Switch actually having a port of Call of Duty World War II handled by the folks over there at Phoenix Games. So regardless, even if it's not announced tomorrow, it's entirely possible it could be announced at this year's E3. It could be announced at a later date. It could not be announced, period. Who knows? I mean, that's the thing with rumors. Nothing's concrete until we actually get an official word. Although going over to the official Call of Duty website, you can now link your Nintendo account, so that seems pretty telling. But I guess time is going to tell. I'm excited for the live stream tomorrow. I'm excited to learn more about Call of Duty World War II, regardless of, Nintendo Switches or what platforms it's going to be releasing for. I'm excited to just learn more about the game in general, and hopefully you guys are as well. We're going to be discussing more information as it becomes available. Stay tuned to my channel tomorrow night. I will be covering the live stream, and all the questions, all the answers will be here on my channel, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.